No time for an intro right now. It appears that Axon DAO's X was just hacked about an hour ago, and they are posting, or 2 hours ago now, they're posting some link to a fake malicious looking Axon DAO website, because the official Axon DAO is axondao.io, and Axon DAO, the X account, posted axondao.xyz, which is very scary, inciting people to go connect their wallet and claim free Axon tokens for participating in a research study that I don't believe they've actually published yet or announced or anything. So just be very weary of this. I reached out to both Chris and Mac. However, Mac quote tweeted it, and I think Loki, he was hacked as well. I was talking to Zach here, Zach.eth, because he is the one who called it to my attention that it might be a hack. I just kind of skimmed past it because I was like, whatever. I hadn't heard anything about it, so I believe that they probably have been hacked. Do not connect your wallet to websites unless you are 100% certain that they are not malicious in nature. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's excited. I'm turning the volume down on my mic a little bit because I feel like the echoing is getting a little too aggressive. Put up a bunch of sound pads to try and help it a little bit, but good morning. Good morning. Good morning, DeSci. Good morning, Truth. Good morning, Zach. Derek says, I'm pretty sure that's real. Where did they tease it? Is it in the Telegram group anywhere? Why is it axondao.xyz? I'm very confused as to what's going on with it. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'll have to go delete the intro from anyone who watches the video back. But where, like, I didn't hear anything about this. Let's go to the group. I'm over on their Telegram right now. Let me actually get out of, you guys shouldn't be able to see all of the different chats that I have. If I go back to 10 when they posted it, I should have a better understanding. One sec, I'm checking the links. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, Mac posted it in the Telegram too. I guess it's real, dude. I don't know. It's in the Telegram. I don't like that. That was stupid. That was so dumb. Why would you change the website when you post an announcement to go connect your wallet? That seems pretty questionable. Connect wallet tab directs me to MetaMask download link. Happening to anyone else? This would be big. When is it? Can imagine nice left on the dude. Sorry, this is like not a traditional intro to the live streams. However, this is super important. We're going to go over the market. We're going to go look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's ripping. The whole DeSci sector is absolutely starting to explode. Very excited. Axon's got a really cool X space coming up later today, and we're going to be doing our DeSci community raid. So if you guys appreciate DeSci content and daily live streams, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, make sure you exit out of the chat, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because this is the epicenter of decentralized science information. But I'm trying to figure this out. Their app site. I'm clicking the link. Link takes me to Alpha Axon DAO site, which is real. The XYZ site is their app. Johnny says he already signed up for it. Truth says when Amanda. Unfortunately, unless Amanda makes a surprise guest appearance, she had a surprise meeting come up today, so we're going to push it off to tomorrow, and I apologize for that. But tomorrow, expect Amanda's guest appearance. Right now, though, she works for TikTok, like I said, and so when these meetings pop up, she kind of has to drop everything to go to them. Otherwise, she gets the boot. Just like my TikTok account got the boot. Mac is saying on computer browser, your MetaMask must be installed. Maybe it is real. I'm scared to open it though. All right, well, it appears potentially, I'll click on it. I'll all get drained. 2, current projects. We got alpha.axondao.xyz/app/lowest project checked 45, average project budget 55, our scientists. A plus voice, silosis, the budget. Okay. If you guys are saying it's real, then perhaps I will operate under those presumptions. Scary, and I don't like it, and I don't understand why they would just move forward like this without giving any kind of warnings to anyone, because this is how, like, people get hacked, right? This is how people get hacked, is that you start posting random things. I feel like I don't need to explain it, but an X page posts links that don't match the existing links that they have, and then all of a sudden you're chasing around the internet for stuff, and then in the event that you do get hacked and they post axondao.co, you believe it and you sign up and you get hacked. But I'm going to tell Zach, people are saying it's real, comma, I haven't heard from the Axon team yet, though. Ah, Derek, this is why. This is why. This is the reasoning. Oh. No. I don't like it. Okay, now let's get into the market stuff. Thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate everyone for sticking around for a little bit of a freak out panic, but I wanted to be there to make sure no one else was getting hacked in case they were maliciously phishing for stuff. Right now would be the perfect time to garner as much attention about Axon as possible. If there was a time to hack Axon's Twitter and try and actually take advantage of people, it would be right now, because Axon has been continuing to rip. Look at this. Look at this. We're on the hourly chart right now. It took off from the lows down at 10 cents, and we are just consistently knocking on that door, trying to cross 30 cents before they hold that space in a couple hours. A $50 million market cap is looking quite juicy for Axon DAO. If we come over and look at the broader DeSci market, you'll see that a lot of the DeSci space right now is in fact up. Not everything, but most of decentralized science, most of the stuff that we talk about is up. We got Valley DAO, although this has been very choppy. They kind of do this 20% chop all the time. Paranoid/careful is good. Have 20 laptops is exhausting. Yeah. I mean, it's better safe than sorry, right? I'd rather be late to something and know 100% that it is real than to just dive right into something and get actually cooked. So Valley DAO up 19%, Axon DAO up 19%, CTI up 17.3%. Not really paying much attention to that one, but maybe we should. Data Lake up 16%. Some good, exciting stuff happening over there at Data Lake. Rejuve.ai, the project I had a dream about, only to find out that, well, the CEO and co-founder of SingularityNet is also one of the co-founders of Rejuve. Pretty exciting. Research Coin, aka Brian Armstrong's project, up 10.8%, which begs the question, when CZ pump? CZ's getting out of jail pretty soon. Then we got AIMX, Genomes DAO, Dynex, even Noble is sharing in some of the excitement today, up a nice 6.5%. Now, if you guys are over in the Telegram, we were talking excessively about Noble Blocks in the Telegram because we're shooting up slightly up above this previous support turned resistance. It looks like we're starting to overpower that resistance. Very excited. We're at half of a penny right now for Noble. And just to put things into frame of reference for you guys as to how small a $2 million market cap is, if we were to assume that Noble Blocks could potentially make it into a $300 million market cap, all right? If Noble Blocks were to make it into the top 200 cryptocurrencies, which I think is very possible, it would be worth $1. A $350 million market cap for Noble Blocks is equivalent to $1. Noble token, which is nutty because right now the top 200 coins are all that size or bigger. But as the market rallies, I believe all of these are going to do a 10x minimum. I think maybe a 5x. I think we'll see the top 200 coins all above $1 billion in market cap. So Noble doesn't even need to make it to the top 200 or 300 in order for it to be worth $1. And I think it does that pretty damn easily, which means a $5,000 purchase of Noble BLOX right now will get you 1 million tokens and could get you $1 million. Not financial advice, of course. I am an advisor to the project, and I did have an extremely bullish call this morning, which has me extra hyped up about Noble. But let me just outline 2 or 3 things for you about Noble BLOX, okay? Number 1, platform goes live in October. Number 2, unlocks end in October, meaning the selling pressure ends in October. Number 3, when the platform comes out and the selling pressure is over, we can begin to onboard all the scientists that we have backlogged waiting for the platform to go live. So everything right now seems to be piling together for October to be an extremely fruitful month, a turning point, dare I say, for Noble BLOX. How does the liquidity of Noble benefit? What you mean? And I thought unlocks ended in September. I think there's one more round of there's 3 different variations of unlocks, and I believe one ended in September and all of them together end in October from my understanding of it. How does the liquidity of Noble benefit? What do you mean by that? The liquidity on Noble is deep. $667,000 in liquidity for Noble BLOX is deep as hell. That's a lot of liquidity for a market cap of 2 million. So if people are onboarding to the platform and using the platform for what it is supposed to be used for, then what you find is that the tokens start getting sucked up, and a lot of that liquidity, a lot of that circulating supply starts to get sucked up. The huge liquidity, yeah, it's the scientists coming in and actually utilizing it. It's the hype from the platform. It's the AI capabilities that they've been working on right now in order to make it easier to read and analyze the different research articles and publications that get posted to it. It's the litany of different use cases that the platform as a whole is going to have, aside from just being the only truly censorship resistant place to post and talk about your scientific research. I also want to just point out real quick, because as I'm staring at this chart, I'm seeing a pretty clear breakout. That is a pretty clear breakout if you're to ask me. Now, we have broken out in the past. However, when we do break out, we find that the selling pressure is still there just because of the amount of people who have unlocks. I'm trying to see if you can extrapolate even higher. I would say that's a safe-ish trend line. The amount of people that have unlocks that just sell as soon as they get them because of the hack, because they lost conviction, because they don't know what's going on. You know, they're not paying attention like you guys are, so they don't know that all these bullish catalysts are lining up for a crazy October. And so as soon as they get the money in their wallets from the unlocks, they've just been selling. And I don't even blame them, to be honest. You can't really even blame them. I just think it's a silly mistake. Like, imagine selling $1 million worth of Noble BLOX for $5,000. That's what people are doing right now. What was the breakout to 1 cent last month? It was randomish, but it shows the future. Yeah, it was. So I didn't even mention that, but Delroy came out and said that in October, when they launch the platform, he's going to be giving a gift out to people who hold 1 million Noble or more in their wallet. So it's an airdrop of sorts. It's some sort of gift that he's going to be giving out. He hasn't even really told me all the details about it yet. But when he announced that, and he announced that at the same time that my marketing agency, which is working with Noble BLOX, started paying out of our own pocket to help get word out about Noble BLOX. So I gave up about 1 million tokens, and I paid some of the influencers to start talking about Noble BLOX again, because I wanted it to be fresh on everyone's mind in anticipation of the October platform launch. And so those two things kind of like spiked it up a little bit. People started getting excited for that, and then the market kind of turned again and we started going back down, right? we started having a sell-off. But as the market rallies back up, everything looks like it's lining up pretty beautifully. I mean, we come look at Bitcoin again. Bitcoin, I very firmly believed that we were going to get some sort of a flash crash here in this next 2 weeks to end the month. But right now, I thought it would start and happen right after the Fed cut rates, right at this resistance. But what we're actually seeing instead, and trust me, I am happy to be dead wrong on this one. I hope I am dead wrong on this. What we saw instead was just Bitcoin continue to rally. Bitcoin just continues to go up. We broke above this resistance line that we had drawn on this. And on top of that, we closed above it pretty strong. It's a pretty strong close. So I'm very happy to see that. No, I don't want the volume weighted average price. I want to grab the moving average ribbon. I like the moving average ribbon. So we're on Bitcoin, we're approaching the 200-day moving average, the simple moving average. So if we can break above that, it also corresponds pretty, exactly to this previous high from back in August. So if we can break above, let's say, this $65,000 area on Bitcoin and hold above that on a daily close sometime in the next week, I think we're going back up to at least test the upper part of this channel, which we have not done since back in July. So very exciting. I hope we see a continuation of this breakout. I really do. I'm gonna get a cleaner Bitcoin. I hope that we do see this breakout here and the trend back up. Ideally, we could see something nice where we come up, maybe hit the top of the channel, come down, test this moving average, and then break out of the channel, maybe come back down, test it again, and then have a rally, right? After the election, maybe we see October. This part right here could be October's rebound, and then we see FUD from the election, and then the election news ends, we get another rate cut, and we have that rally. We have that continuation pattern and breakout of this channel we've been in for a long time. But we will see what actually ends up playing out. It's anyone's best guess right now. Did you see Ben Armstrong is boxing Ansem? That is so dumb. That is so funny, but yeah, so dumb. I'm here for it though. I will watch happily. Ben Armstrong. The height difference is ridiculous. The height difference is redonkulous. Let's go, Don. Welcome. Welcome in. Are listings a priority of Noble post launch? Because I got people interested in it. They just hate the 5% tax. What do you mean? Like centralized exchange listings? I don't think that it's a priority, to be honest. I don't. I think the conversations are going to begin after it launches, after the whole platform. But the goal is to bring scientists on, not retail crypto. And I know that might not be the happiest thing you guys can hear, but at the end of the day, it is what it is right now. The goal, we have to do this in steps. And if we just onboard a ton of crypto people, scientists won't be able to just use the platform how it's supposed to be. So we got to onboard them first, and then we can start onboarding all the crypto heads. We have to, that way the real use case there is solidified. The centralized exchanges will come, just not ahead of priority right now. Hopefully that answers it. The 5% tax, you're just going to have to kind of eat it. I mean, ultimately, if Noble Blocks goes if Noble goes from half a penny to 30 cents, $100 million market cap, like a 5% tax being the reason you don't buy or sell is very short-sighted. You know? Let's get that research and the platform buzzing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Plus, every time, that's the reason that Noble's got such a thick liquidity pool here, is because every time there's a buy or a sell, it takes that 5% tax and puts it into liquidity, you know? That's why there's so much liquidity in here for people to trade. So it's not as volatile. Like, look at this, 667,000 liquidity, $2 million market cap. Axon has a $50 million market cap and only twice that of what Noble has in liquidity. So Axon's 25 times bigger with only twice the liquidity, which is why you end up seeing these crazy volatile moments. A $50 million market cap, and yet if I go sell $10,000 worth of Axon, we're breaking down. You know, that shouldn't happen. Then bring the retail investors. You're damn right. I'm going to shut the door because I can hear that, I can hear Amanda is on her meeting and I don't want to be too loud. We're back, baby. We are so back. Look at this. You ready for this? Portfolio up 9.6% today. Come on. 9% in a single day is so bullish. We're so back, baby. Bitcoin's up 6.2% today. That's nuts. That is actually nuts. Oh man. I want to see how the microcap watch list is doing. So these are not just DeSci plays. These are doing hot. These are doing really good. 9% on Dion, whatever it is. We got 14% on Kudos. We got 5% on Octaspace. We got 7% on Dynex. We got 7% on TARS and 20% on OpenGPU. Shout out Ryan. Shout out, who was the one who called out OpenGPU? Ryan called out Kudos. Who called out OpenGPU? Big liquidity should make whales attracted to it. You're right. The phone call I had this morning for Noble Blocks was with whales. It was with whales in the making. So we're onboarding some whales. I can't spill too much. I can just spill that. We're onboarding some whales one at a time for Noble. Ha ha ha. Big Bond showed it to me. Let's go, Derek. OpenGPU up 20%. Let's go, Derek. Derrico. Are you expecting to exit the market at the end of Q1? No, I'm not. My expectation is to exit the market completely by this time next year. So by September, October of 2025, I would like to be out of the market. I think if we can see Bitcoin rally up to like 90K between now and I would say February of next year, I would probably be trimming a lot of my positions just because of the uncertainty, and 90K being a pretty large scale number. Not six figures, but I think we'll see a lot of resistance right at six figures. I think we'll see a lot of resistance somewhere in the 90,000s, and so if we can see that rally on Bitcoin up to 90K from now until the end of Q1, I'll probably take some profits, but no, I do think that we will see a crazy run similar to this guy. You're planning on buying a shit ton of Bitcoin during the bear. People are scared of recession threats and whatnot. I agree. I mean, rightfully so. Things don't look great from an economic standpoint and from a historical standpoint. However, at the same time, no matter what it looks like in the economy, we always seem to have the exact same 4-year cycle. And so this time could be different, of course, but I don't want to bank on this time being different. And historically, after the halving, we chop and then rally. Halving, chop, and then rally. Halving. This one was a little bit weird, but chop and then rally. There was no halving the first time, but you get the picture here. Halving, chop, rally. So you're planning on buying a bunch of Bitcoin during the bear. Ideally, I would like to get to a total of 21 Bitcoin. I don't think I'll be able to make it right now I cannot make it. Right now I cannot make it. I might be able to buy, no, right now I can't make that. But during the bear market, I'm hoping that we can see Bitcoin. This answers your question as well, Damani. And again, I'm seeing a lot of people come into this live stream right now, understand that we are live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science and the broader economic landscape, as well as all of crypto, really. But DeSci and DePIN are my two biggest narratives right now, and I think they're easy plays. And we have a stronghold on all of DeSci. And DeSci as a whole is only a $400 million market cap, with some of the biggest coins being things like Research Hub and Axon DAO. Axon being backed by NVIDIA, Research Hub being backed by Brian Armstrong. So the narrative is there, the players are there, nobody knows they're there, which is where we can make all our money from. What I'm expecting to happen, and my kind of plan, is for Bitcoin to continue this trend up to between $150,000 to $160,000. I think sometime this time next year, we'll be sitting somewhere around 150 to 160, and I would like to be out of the market almost entirely at that point. I'll probably keep a moon bag just in case we go to $250,000 like some people are calling for, and is potentially possible. However, I would like to be optimistic, but cautiously optimistic. And the broader economy looks like shit, and I don't want to be holding almost any crypto during a recession. However, when that recession does inevitably come, and we end this cycle and we come back down, I'm hoping that we can catch Bitcoin somewhere around 50K in the year 2026, maybe 2027, and I would like to accumulate 1 to 3 Bitcoin at that range. That would be ideal for me, and then hold them and never look at them again, and just be a whole coiner. That'd be lit. But my ultimate goal for anyone who's watching is to take this portfolio challenge, bag holder to homeowner, which I started with $500, and my ultimate goal is to turn this $500 into $50,000 to $100,000. Okay, we've already turned it into $2,700, and at the peak before we had this big crash, we actually turned it into $6,800. So we were so close. It felt like it was so close. But I would like to see us take this $500 and turn it into 100 grand, let's say, and then go buy a house and show you guys how to take profits and invest in real estate. Now, I should have taken more profits back here. Believe it or not, we did take a good chunk of profits, but we didn't take enough to withstand this huge crash. So we have some rebuilding to do in the portfolio, but I still think it's extremely possible to turn this 2,700 into 100 grand. And then we'll go buy a house, we'll turn it into a rental property or do whatever with it, and we will be a multi-asset portfolio manager. We will be those investors. I am that investor. You are those investors. Together, we come together to be those investors as well. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it makes sense in my head if you don't think about it too hard. Basically, what I'm saying is ape strong together. And in that sense, ape strong together, in that sense, we are going to fulfill the prophecy. Every Thursday on this page, we go live together, and at 12:30, which we just dinged the ding of 12:30, we go raid other communities in the world of crypto and talk about decentralized science. The objective here is to make it known what is happening in the space. The space today and this week has been very exciting thanks to Axon DAO and Data Lake. Data Lake has been one of those ones rallying as well. And so this space has been extremely exciting because of these two. And so it is good to bring people in this given moment. And by simply talking about what's happening, I believe that we can get more eyes on it and they can do their own research and figure out if it's something they want to invest into or at least be paying attention to. But at the end of the day, we'll have done our job. And just like the industry leaders have their job in building out the technology, we have our job in letting other people know that the technology exists. So if you are not aware, we have decided collectively to go raid a community called Beanstalk. Now, I put this in the description of the video, but I will also put it in the chat right now. And if you are not in the Discord, join the Discord, and I'll give everyone like 5 to 10 minutes to join, and then we will start organically talking about how cool decentralized science is. We're gonna join in the crypto chat on Beanstalk Discord, and we will just start chatting. We'll have a good time, and hopefully we can open people's eyes. Disclosure crypto, let's go. Could look at Gari Network once, buddy. Of course, my guy. Of course. I've heard of Gari Network. I don't remember what it is. I've looked into it for sure before, but Gary Network. Rejuve AI went up 13% today. Let's go. We love that. We love that. Rejuve is a sleeper, I think. It's the one I slept on. It's the one that I literally had a dream about making a ton of money on. So I think I gotta buy a bag. Out of purely just principle of it, I think I have to buy a bag. I don't think altcoin season will be as big as past cycles because the ETFs Bitcoin dominance is higher. So I have a theory on Bitcoin dominance. You guys may or may not appreciate it, and I've shared it in the past, but Bitcoin dominance right now up at 58.4%, okay? While I agree with your premise as a whole, Zach, and I have multiple things to say about it, the first thing I want to say is that we won't have a traditional altcoin season. That's not going to happen because there's too many coins, there's too many narratives, there's too many things for other people to look at. In the past, you could just go to the top 100 cryptos and buy into all of them and make a 10x easily. Like in the 2017 and even the 2021 cycle, you could just go throw it at anything and make a ton of money. This cycle, I still think that's feasible, but you're not going to just be able to make huge gains. Like Cardano is not going to go from 1 cent to $3. Okay, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get Cardano from 20 cents to $20. What you are going to see are some of the smaller altcoins that have real use cases and real communities. Those could do that. But I think a lot of people, especially if you go on YouTube, no offense to AJ Writes Crypto, he's a really good dude. I've met him in person a ton of times. He's a great guy. Same with Discover Crypto, and same honestly with Ben Armstrong and all of these legacy YouTube creators. They're all like, my top pick for this crypto cycle is HBAR, VeChain, Ondo, and Cardano, and AVAX and Polkadot. And it's like none of those are going to be the returning ones that bring you generational wealth. None of them. And I'll stake my entire reputation on it. Did you know that Ondo, for example, Ondo's the only one that I think is remotely interesting out of those bunches? And I'll look at Gary Network in a second, but let me go on this rant. Hear me out for a second. Ondo's the only one that I think is relatively interesting of those. Did you know that there's an unlock for Ondo coming next year of 130% of the current circulating supply? So at the peak moment in which you're supposed to be like pushing to all-time highs, right? Next year, in 2025, in Q1 of 2025, when you're supposed to have this crazy momentum behind you, they're gonna double the circulating supply. What do you think is going to happen to the price of the token? It probably won't immediately tank, but it's going to stop going up. You're not going to make those crazy gains on it anymore, especially not given the fact that it's already $1 billion market cap. So overnight, it's going to go to a $2 billion market cap, a $2.5 billion market cap. That is stupid as shit. Why would you make this the biggest position in your portfolio? I understand the real world asset narrative. I get it. And I do think this will perform nicely. I do think it's going to do really well. It's not going to make you those life-changing gains unless you already have like 100 grand in it. And then you're expecting it to go to 500 grand. That's probably going to happen. Yeah, that'll probably happen. But you're not going to be able to take 500 bucks and turn it into 100 grand. You just won't. And so it's like all these legacy YouTubers are just talking about the same boring coins that don't make any sense to be holding as a majority stake in your portfolio. I don't know how it pertains to the Bitcoin dominance right now. Oh, it was the altcoin cycle. So you have to be very aware of what altcoins actually have good use cases and what altcoins actually can bring in the numbers. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin dominance, I think this is a fake number. The reason why I think this is a fake number is because I don't think that they're taking into account the volume and the money that is circulating in things in the meme coin industry right now. I don't think it's even possible when we have things like pump.fun. I think it's impossible to take into account the liquidity that are in these projects. Look at how quickly they pop up. And I know it's small amounts of liquidity, like we got 4,000, 17,000, 6,000, 6,000, 30,000. I know it's small, but it adds up. You see how quickly they're being created? 158,000. Wait, what's that one? No. Okay, whatever. But I don't think this is a real number. I think it's much lower. That's just my 2 cents. I do think Bitcoin dominance is going to stay between like 50 to 40% of the entire market. But yeah, I don't think it's actually sitting at 60% right now. I think it's probably like 50%, if I had to guess. Hopefully. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Do you think that's an accurate statement or nah? Tia has massive unlocks next month. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were gonna look at Gari. The foundations behind these projects are not stupid. They're gonna unlock and they're gonna take their gains. They all do it. It's no different for any of them. 3.5, you just have to be aware of when it's happening so that you can make your decisions based off of it. So Gari Network, $3.5 million market cap. The chart looks gross, but you know I'm a holder of Noble Blocks, so you know that the chart is not really all of my concern. Total supply is 1 billion and roughly half is in circulation. Let's go to their website. I forget what they do. Yep, they're gonna pump the shit out of it right before the unlock. Yeah, for sure. World's largest Web3 audio and video live streaming platform. So I don't care about that. This is not a narrative that I'm interested in personally. Decentralized social media is not something that I really care about too much. They are doing well though. Number 8 top grossing app in Play Store. So they're on Google. They've got what looks like a lot of partnerships, but all with different cryptos, all with different Web3 projects. So no, it doesn't look like there's super real world adoption when it comes to the partnerships at least. If you're bullish on decentralized social media, it could be a good play to pay close attention to given how small the market cap is, especially if they actually gain any kind of traction in the real world. But I would not expect this to be in my personal portfolio because it's in a narrative I don't really care about too much. Like, let's put it this way. Google owns YouTube. Meta owns Instagram and Facebook. Elon owns X. All of those post short form content, and they're all short video apps. They're all struggling to compete with TikTok. Do you think that a no-named like Gari is going to actually compete with the likes of TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, name it, you know? Maybe they'll gain a little bit of market share and maybe they'll gain a little bit of that value from the ecosystems, but I think most of it would come from hype. And I don't see anyone getting hyped about decentralized social media right now, especially with what happened to DeSci. Like, I would feel more comfortable holding something like DeSci, and even they are struggling drastically because of those lawsuits and everything. That's my 2 cents though. Could be wrong, could be right. We got 15 concurrent viewers right now, baby. We are 2 away from the all-time high when it comes to this page since I began streaming once again. So anytime DeSci pumps, you guys love coming to watch. And we got the raid going on right now. I'm assuming you guys are in the Discord ready for the raid. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this over here and click on the Beanstalk page. Go to the crypto chat and let's see if any of you guys are talking already. We already got some activity. We got Zach and we got Dawn in the chat already discussing, talking about decentralized science. Anyone bullish on DeSci? DeSci is the narrative. This is how we do it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. The objective here is to get someone to buy Noble Blocks. All right. That's the objective. Unofficially. Okay, I really have to mic trade though. I really have to mic trade. So you guys got to give me a second, and I have to go to the bathroom. We'll leave it on Axon so you guys can feel excited. And I apologize for this. I should have planned ahead of time, but when nature calls, you gotta go. Why is it? There we go. We got some whales entering into Axon. Just for the record, look at these buy orders. Where are they? Earlier today. We got some whales in the market right now for Axon. So clearly something cool is happening. You guys keep chatting about decentralized science in this Discord though. And I will be back in a moment. Don, why am I looking up Don's stuff? There we go. All right, baby, we're back. Thank you all for waiting patiently. I had to. Too early, I guess, on DeFi. Not too early on DeFi. DeSci, maybe. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what are you guys saying in here? Axon is my top DeSci play. Hell yeah, Zach. Don, Zach, Don. Come on. We need more people in here talking about it. I put it in the chat. Do I need to put it again? If it's just the three of us, it's gonna look sus, you know? So make sure you're in here and let's keep talking. The space today will be crazy. Good for recognition. Now I know that Beanstalk has shilled Axon a ton, so I think talking about Axon is going to be good in this chat, you know? They're already familiarized with it. Get rid of that. I need my Amazon shopping list here. We got more to discuss in the world of decentralized science. Give you guys a little bit of hopium while we're doing this. So if you guys have all seen this website before, right? So it's the market cap of website. My nose is more stuffed than a Diddy party. Too soon, Zach. Too damn soon. Show the price of A with the market cap of B. So right now, Jasmy is $1 billion market cap, okay? Axon DAO is not. So if I do this and click on Axon DAO, and show it with the market cap of Jasmy. So this would be the price of Axon if it had $1 billion market cap. It would be $5.59 or a 20x from here. Axon at $5 is bullish as hell. We're sitting at 30 cents right now. That is a gorgeous 20x. I would take that any day of the week. What else? We can go look at Data Lake too. Data Lake is even crazier. Data Lake is an even crazier one. A 200x. a 200x if it gets to a $1 billion market cap. $6, you can throw that in Evan's face. You're damn right. You're damn right. Do cyclics. Hell yeah. I heard no information about cyclics, but you know what we can do? This just makes it easier, but I can always do this to any project you guys want to talk about. Because guess what? My brain is pretty good at mathematics. So cyclics right now is a $3.8 million market cap. It's starting to run. Cyclics is starting to have this rally. Heard some pretty bullish news, not announced yet, so I can't say it, but heard some pretty bullish news about cyclics. So a $1 billion market cap. We're going to hold it constant for millions. So this is 1 billion, but it's in the denomination of millions. So then we divide it by 3.8 because that's the millions of market cap, right? So 1 billion divided by 3.8 million equals a 263x from current prices. If you multiply that by the price per token of 0.2605, you get a price per cyclics of $68.55 if it hits $1 billion market cap. Poseidon DAO and WellShare launching soon or nah? Yes, they are, I believe, patiently waiting for the October month to start. They're waiting for Bitcoin to break out, I believe. So WellShare, I think they're in the middle actually of initiating their second round of pre-sales, and then Poseidon DAO is waiting a little bit longer. So both I'm pretty bullish on. WellShare posted a photo actually today. We can go look at this if you guys want to see something interesting. Read between the lines, I imagine. They posted a photograph with the Cointelegraph people. Cointelegraph has a DeSci venture capitalist firm. So they said something is coming with the looking eyes. So it's possible that WellShare is receiving some backing from Cointelegraph, which is pretty damn bullish. Now I'm gonna repost this actually. Pretty damn bullish. I know you guys are hyped up about this though. A $68 Cyclics games. Let's go ahead and zoom out and see where that would put the price. That looks kind of silly, don't it? Zoomed out a little bit too far. $68 would put us up here. Scoop. That looks pretty doable. That looks pretty doable. I'm just saying. That's why we're in these micro caps though, is for stuff like that. Those crazy gains. What are some other ones? Oh, I want to see DNX because Dynex is going to $1 billion. So Dynex at $1 billion is a 33x or $10. Dynex is going to $10. That one I think is a slam dunk. A slam dunk. I have 900 Dynex, so I'd have $9,000 in it. I kind of want another 100 Dynex before it happens. I kind of want to get another 100 Dynex. How much would that cost me right now? $32. That's pretty worth it. Then I can get $10,000 worth of Dynex and only had spent $300. That's some good returns. That's some good returns, baby. I need some, says Johnny. Yes, plus, so if you're not familiar with Dynex, I just did an interview with Dynex, one of the head community ecosystem developers. He also does security for Dynex. Dynex is quantum computational cloud. It's DPIN. It's basically render for quantum computers. Only they have 100,000 GPUs in their ecosystem compared to render, which has 3,000 to 4,000 GPUs. So Dynex is actually the world's most powerful quantum computational cloud. It is very bullish. The guy was talking with me for like an hour. I've recorded the whole thing, and he said that right now, Dynex is not on any centralized exchanges. They're not on any really good well-known exchanges to make it easy to buy. In order to get it, you have to go on gate.io or MEXC or BingX, and it's really, really difficult to actually get. However, he told me that they are in talks with some pretty high caliber exchanges to get listed so that you can acquire Dynex easier. I know they're already on CoinW and stuff like that, but this, he was saying to watch carefully for it, because right now Dynex is pretty difficult to acquire, and so I would pay close attention. If you go look at Dynex, okay, a little bit more bullishness, and we are in the middle of a raid, so I guess I should be there raiding, not looking at this stuff with you. But let me show you this, and then we'll go back to the raid for a second, and I'll contribute. But this is the number of jobs on Dynex's ecosystem, on their network. Do you see that exponential increase? It's starting to go. We're literally on the 19th of September, and they've already done 16,000 jobs compared to 10,000. So there's 60% more jobs already, and we still have 11 days left in the month. So we're probably going to double, if not more than double, the jobs from last month, this month. And Dynex's price is just continuing to go down right now, but it looks like we're finding support. So I think this is the final area, really. I believe they're trying to time Bitcoin's next leg. Yeah. Everyone's trying to time Bitcoin. Let me get some, speaking of research coin, let me get some research coin in here. Research coin at $1 billion is also $10 per coin. That is a 41x. That is pretty damn good. I will take a 41x. $1,000 into research coin right now. If it hits $1 billion market cap, which in my humbled opinion, research coin has the #1 chance at hitting $1 billion this cycle, in my opinion, in all of DeSci. Research coin. So $1,000 into research coin right now, if it does play out, would get you $41,000 at the end of the cycle. You're not going to find that in any other legacy coins. You're not going to find that. The fact that nobody's talking about the reality of the situation here, the fact that nobody's talking about how, wait, that's not what I wanted to look up. I wanted to look up. Where is Brian? Oh, I typed in Brain Armstrong. The fact that nobody's talking about Brian Armstrong having Research Hub in his bio is crazy to me. What's new limit? You gotta be joking. So he's working on multiple DeSci projects. You gotta be kidding. Where's the coin, Brian? Where's the coin? Are you interviewing Patrick Joyce? So not Patrick Joyce, but Patrick and I messaged right here. Patrick Joyce, he gave me the contact to someone on the team who is going to come on. So I'm aligning that for next week. So right now, I got a Dynex interview coming out on Saturday. And then after the Dynex interview, Patrick Joyce, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, is Brian Armstrong's co-founder for Research Hub. So I got Dynex coming this Saturday. Next Saturday, I'm going to be posting Noble, another Noble update, another Noble interview with Shelly as we get closer and closer to that launch. And then the following Saturday, I'll do Research Hub, and I'll do the interview with the representative from Research Hub. Pretty exciting. And then I got to start getting the reoccurring interviews out again. I got to start lining more people up for those. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm trying to get Axon on one more time. Because again, I did Axon's first ever interview. And so I think it's about time that I do a second, like a follow-up interview with Axon. Nobody cares about the careers, boy. The only thing I care about is the token. I don't think they have a token, which is okay. It's okay. It's alright. I guess I'll survive. I just wanted chances to speculate on the price of stuff, but whatever. Whatever. At least Ben Armstrong is fighting Ansem. Ben's gonna get... Actually, I don't know. Ben might body Ansem. Ansem's got that reach, but I don't think Ansem fights. So bullish. I'm risk-free now. Let's go, Johnny. Meaning he took his initials. What do you mean? I got in early, took my initials out and some profits. Now it's risk-free play. Bullish. This is the way. Yeah. Zach says, first, still feel sad about fading research at 2 cents when Josh first started talking about it. 2 cents to 70 cents very quickly. Brother, it was quick. I don't know that I can... How do I search my own page? Let's just go like this for a minute. I'll talk as we're loading different things. That was me. Did you see that photo? That was me with the founder of ICP. A nice little selfie. Back in August. This is going to take a while. I post way too much. I'm not doing this. I posted a bounty from Research Hub, and they gave away like 800 tokens when it was back at like 1 or 2 cents. So it was the same time that Josh was talking about it, because Josh and I were collaborating on things. So I put him onto Lake, he put me onto Research Coin, and then things started ripping. And then it was a fun time. It was a very fun time. Oh shit, we got the Axon space. I want to go be in that Axon space, and I want to get to hear as much as possible about Godekatal, whatever his name is. This guy is a very fascinating researcher. So I'm going to show you guys his account real quick, and then I'm going to hit the road and go listen to the space. So he is, quote, the most canceled scientist. He's got a PhD in biotechnology. He's in the Science Journal, blah, blah, blah. He's the CEO of Sunfluencer. This guy seems like a very interesting dude, and he's woke as hell. He is definitely woke. He exposed the Krasteens brothers, which is hysterical. The raid was good. I think this was a success. We got people mobilized in the community. Now they're going to be talking about decentralized science when they open up their Discord later today. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into. Hopefully you guys are bullish as fuck on DeSci, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's live stream, where we will have the special guest, Amanda.